Hello, we are back. We're here at the Remote Duel Invitational hosted at Matt's house.
It's not in my house, it's on the internet. No one's allowed in my house, not in my friends or my family. Go away. Oh, don't go away. Please enjoy the live stream. But yeah, I don't want people coming in and looking at my stuff. It's just weird. I don't know when people say, oh, come on over. Like, no. Let's go somewhere else.
Matt, I've been to your house.
Yeah, but you're special. Like, I've known you for more than 5 minutes.
Aww. Well, speaking of special, we got some duelists coming up next, and we've got...
Is that a backhanded slap?
No.
Speaking of special.
No. Yeah, we got El Dojo del Duelista versus Vohlt.
Yes, Vohlt playing the Eldlich deck, which is a very powerful deck, and El Dojo playing Mathmech. Very, very weird deck. I'm not expecting that. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely familiar with all of the cards. I know that Final Sigma is the big finisher, and I also know that I think it's Prime Mathmech Eblimbertian. When it comes up, I'm sure Luke will be able to correct me on the pronunciation for that. It's the other really big one, where it's a Xyz monster, where if you use multiple materials, you eventually get to add any spell or trap from your deck to your hand, or do other crazy stuff.
I'm gonna find out what its name is when I can find the deck list.
And we're going to be seeing the Eldlich deck already paying 800 with not Cliff or Scout to the Cursed Eldland in order to add a Eldlich to his hand. The Eldlich deck,
Lord.
Yeah, the Eldlich deck also gets to play around with all of the really sweet combos and plays the Mechaphantom Beast Auroradon. This is a Eldlich deck using the Synchron style of play.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see he's playing multiple copies of Tuning.
Yeah, that's because Jet Synchron is just so powerful in this deck.
Yeah, yeah. Jet Synchron's another one of those cards I put in the same pool as Plague Spreader Zombie.
Yeah, and we're almost certainly gonna see this Ash Blossom coming down on the Hulkly Fibrax.
Yeah, that's one of the for sure usages of that card.
Yeah. You don't let your opponent resolve that. Like if they have the Call by the Grave, all right, buddy, you had it, but you don't let that one go uncontested.
I'm trying to figure out which Mathmech you were talking about now, because they've all got quite fun names.
You've got Geomathmech's Final Sigma on his list, and Geomathmech Magma, the one below that.
Okay, you mean Primathmech Alembertian?
Yeah. That's what I said, right? What did you?
Alembertian.
Alembertian.
Yeah. Alembertian. Probably a softer B actually. So Alembertian. So
we're going to be seeing the Cursed Eldland effect activating as he brings back his Eldlich.
Yeah, tell us a little bit more about these Eldlich cards. What is their game plan?
So there's two types of cards. So the deck's basically made up of spells and traps. The prime monster in there is the Eldlich the Golden Lord, who has giant golden stilettos. If you see the uncut art, he has big boots on. Stilettos. Really interesting choice of dress wear, but we're not here to judge that. So you also play a bunch of you play a bunch of Eldelixirs, which while they're in the graveyard, you can banish them to get the Golden Land cards, and the Golden Land cards are you can banish to get the Eldelixir. So you have this like flow of your deck. They also place quite a few trap monsters in the deck that do like Conquistador, the Golden Land, which gains extra effects if you happen to control the Eldlich.
Conquistador.
Yeah. So this gives you a lot of control over the field, and the Eldlich himself is no slouch. I think one of the reasons this deck was incredibly popular is because it plays very differently from other decks that are very monster, special summon combo heavy. This one rather plays off of its spells and traps. And you get a lot of room in this deck to put in hand traps. In fact, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think that's right. About 14 hand traps in the main deck for this Eldlich deck. And this trap card is utterly insane. The Elixir of Scarlet Sanguine. This lets you summon a zombie monster from your deck, only if you control a Eldlich. Sorry if anybody got my Alexa kicking off, trying to join in and give us a hand.
So yeah, but basically all of the Eldlich spells and traps are all about him being on the field himself.
Yeah, you essentially they gain extra effects while he's there. They're also usable when they're not there, but they you weave in and out of them, so you gain like tons and tons of guard advantage. And you can do if you get the Helpy Firebacks combo off, you go up into Mecha Phantom Beast, Auroradon, and then that's when the game starts getting out of control. You can even then make TG Hyper Librarian and Formula Synchron, and you go up Herald of the Arclight, and you get just so many options to it. But this field is way less threatening, and it's also set up so his opponent can possibly have Mech Knights as well. If you notice, his monster placements is a nice little diagonal pattern. That's to prevent there being two monsters in a lane. In a field, and I'm also getting post. Sorry, there's a lot of stuff going on around here. One of the quirks of working from home.
Yeah, I must say I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited at the thought of Hyper Librarian and Formula Synchron being in the same sentence, because that used to be one of my favorites. Being able to put down Formula Synchron and draw 2 cards instead of just the 1.
It was disgusting, and then like you could use the Formula Synchron in your opponent's turn to Black Rose Dragon that field away as like an interrupt, and you've also drawn a bunch of cards, or you go Hyper Librarian, draw my entire deck, and summon Shoot Quasar Dragon.
Yep. So now we see the Mathmechs. What's their game plan like?
So essentially, they're really weird because you're essentially going into a big synchro mod.
That's always a great start to a strategy. Well, they're really weird.
Yeah, because it's not like the other decks that are trying to make some of the big, well-known monsters finish. They've got their own finisher in Geomathmech Final Sigma, he deals double damage when he attacks, so you can steal games out of nowhere when you increase him. All the Mathmechs kind of increase, decrease, divide the attack, or double the attack of various monsters in play. And then you've also got the Exceed monsters, the Ellenberthian, as we talked about. And if I try and remember what Laplancian does.
I must say, Final Sigma has got a fantastic piece of text written on him as the first thing.
Oh, yeah.
He is
can't do anything about it.
Effects. Yeah, he's unaffected by card effects except Mathmech cards while he's in the extra monster zone. What a terrible
requirement.
Yeah. And yeah, so if he battles an opponent's monster, its damage is doubled. And I heard that doubled is actually quite a lot more than not doubled.
Yeah, there's still cards that I absolutely love, like Limiter Removal, which they don't see play anymore. But they're cards that just sort of like can steal games out of nowhere.
Yeah, and one of the you went with the real throwback all the way to Limiter Removal, but the Utopia, the level 6, the rank 6 Utopia monster that people were playing in Pendulum format was fantastic. I used to love that.
Oh, which makes all your opponent's attacks 0.
Yeah, so you'd be able to do that, and then get with the Pendulum Dragon that dealt double damage whenever Pendulum monsters were on the field. The Pendulum monsters dealt double damage, so you'd be able to sneak over your opponent's monsters and deal quite a lot of damage like that.
So we're going to be seeing, I believe that's Mathmech Equation being added to El Dojo's hand.
It certainly sounds like a time to do some math.
Target one math monster in your graveyard, special summon it gains 1,000 attack until the end of turn, so basically a on-field monster reborn.
And it gains attack. Seems pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna...
The Kaiju... So he's give his opponent a Gamma Cell, and he's going to get rid of the Eldlich Lord. So this is going to weaken the back row options.
Yeah, we see...
we didn't see more of was the Dragon Maidens. What about you, Luke?
Oh, Matt, I couldn't hear you before.
Oh wait, did I just dip out?
Yeah, I haven't been able to hear you for quite a while.
Oh, okay.
Now I can hear you.
Sorry guys, apparently some tech issues. I vanished for a little while and was just talking to myself.
Yeah, me too. That's okay. So yeah, I was just talking about. I don't know if you could hear me, but yeah, I was just talking a bit about how El Dojo seemed to use quite, pretty much all of his cards, and he's not got much to show for it.
Yeah, I can't see how many cards he's got in his hand, but he's probably going up to, probably committing to another summon here. Hyperfireworks effect can be used in the opponent's turn. You can get yourself a tuner synchro monster, and it counts as a synchro summon. So this is really good with things like Formula Synchron.
Just get draw a card.
Yeah, just go ahead and draw a card, because this card wasn't good enough.
Is he able to synchro with because the token I think is actually Gammasil. So
it's Gammasil. It's a level 8 kaiju, so it's not an easy synchro monster. Easy to synchro with.
I'm just having a look if he's got any targets for that.
Yeah, the key thing there was getting the Hulk Firebracks off the field.
Yeah.
Link Devotee being summoned. Link Devotee. His effect, I'll just pull this one up real quick. That's not Link Devotee. What am I saying? I've got the wrong card there. That is Link Disciple. Sorry, he does play Link Devotee. And Link Disciple's effect.
Yeah, so you can tribute a monster that it points to draw a card, and then you place a card from your hand at the bottom of your deck.
Seems pretty average, but it's a one material link monster. Those are always good.
Yeah.
There's a Link Devotee. There we go. We knew we were seeing it sooner or later, lads. We got it.
Yeah, so he has both the Disciple and the Devotee now, and yeah, so when the Devotee is summoned, when it's special summoned, you can't link summon any Link 3 or higher Link monsters, and if it's co-linked card distributed, you can special summon 2 Link tokens, so you can kind of play around quite a lot with low-level Link monsters.
And Nibiru is coming down.
We are going to see.
This co-linked card was tributed, right? So does he get? So here's a question: does he get his tokens for his Link Devotee?
That is a good question. What do you think, Matt?
They're attributed at the same time.
Yeah,
no,
I think
I'd actually have to check that one. So that's not come up for me before, to be honest.
He's asking the same. I think he's asking the same question.
Yeah, these cards were co-linked and they were tributed, so the condition was met. Do I still get it? But no, obviously not. It's not co-linked if they're both tributed at the same time. So we'll just see what the judge comes back with.
I'd probably say it's a toughie. I'd probably say no because the at the point at which the tribute is kind of successful, that's when you check if they're co-linked and they're not.
See, he's playing against Mathmech, so if my opponent just asked me, I'd be like, yeah, go on then. You're playing Mathmech, it's fine.
That's so mean.
That's not the correct way to do it. You actually call a judge and have them correct your game state. But yeah, in my locals, it would certainly cross my mind to just be like, you're fine, go for it. And we're going to see the Eld Elixir.
Yeah, just getting the Golden Lord back out again.
Elixir of Scarlet Sanguine, yeah. But Golden Lord, he just comes back when he wants. Like he just hangs around. He's kind of very difficult to get rid of. If you're not playing Graveyard Hate.
Yeah. He's just gonna keep showing up in his fantastic outfit. It is very bling bling, I must say. He would have been a perfect card for the gold series that we had.
Would he now? Okay.
Yeah, he's the Golden Lord.
He does seem to fit the ticket, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And yeah, we're going to be seeing Mecha Phantom Beast Orion being normal summoned. And another Synchro summon. Or is that a Link summon? Probably a Link summon considering the levels.
Yeah, Link summon.
And that's Hulk Fibrax, number 2, being summoned.
Yeah.
And that's going to fish up a Jet Synchron.
Yep, he's going to be able to go pretty crazy with that once again.
Yeah, especially after El Dojo kind of put all of his cards in to getting cleaned out by the Nibiru.
That's what I was... I mean, I wasn't expecting Nibiru, but even then...
Always expect Nibiru, they always have it. Even when they don't, they have it.
Yeah, just El Dojo seemed to play quite a lot of cards and not get much return from them.
Link Cross being summoned.
Yeah.
He can't use those tokens for a Link summon, but they can be used as Synchro material.
Yeah, and Jet Synchron certainly going to enable that.
I love Jet Synchron. Jet Synchron is such a cool card.
Yeah, I must say I'm a big fan of Jet Synchron. To be honest, I quite liked quite a lot of the Synchron archetype. Is he allowed to do that?
No, I don't believe the tokens for Link Cross can be used as Link materials. Let's see. Yeah, he shouldn't be allowed to do that. Yeah, I might want to get the judge to step in there, unless I'm reading the text wrong. Yeah. Monsters after lingering the police preference. You cannot use Link tokens as a Link.
No. He tributed it to get the Link Reaver back.
Ah, from the graveyard. Okay, yeah, sorry, you did just Link summon a Reaver.
Yeah, that makes sense now.
This is where communication with you guys is key. If you are doing your own remote duels, remember to talk to your opponent. You will get some more information rather than playing it like you're watching a silent movie.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense now. But that means Vohlt can carry on. He's got a lot of cards here. What's his plan to get over this token though? I guess the token's not actually that big, is it? The Nibiru token.
Yeah, I think the token was just Link Devotee and the other Link monster.
Yeah, Link Disciple, and they're both quite low attack points.
Quite manageable.
Just 500 on the Devotee and 500 on the Disciple as well. So that token's pretty non-existent.
Plus, Eldlich, he can actually summon himself with plus 1,000 attack as well, so he goes up to 3,500.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because Volt's actually kind of moved into that really weird position where because his initial attempt was sort of taken out, and he's had to make a couple of awkward plays. He's probably removed a couple of the options that you use in your normal muscle memory combo.
Yeah.
So you've kind of now got to work around things like, for example, you've already used your Formula Synchron. So he gets ready to link away the Barricade blocker and the Jet Synchron. To go Nightmare Phoenix, and this will be the way he removes that token.
Yeah, gets it out of the way.
Yeah, that Jet Synchron was summoned from the deck. That one hasn't been brought back yet, so...
Are you sure?
Yeah, he got it off the Hulk Fibrax.
Okay.
Don't think he... Yeah, I don't think he's boarded back in the graveyard yet.
Either way, looks like Volt's got enough damage here to just...
Yeah, that's going to be 35, 3,000, and then the Unicorn is going to be able to clear that up.
Yeah, Mathmech didn't show quite as well as I was hoping. I was hoping to see something special.
It would be really cool if they would have gone off, but again, decks like Eldlich Dinosaurs and Adamantipator are just so far ahead in terms of their recoverability and being able to proactively force you to respond or make you make a move.
Yeah.
That it was a tough call to hope that was going to work out for you, to be honest.
Yeah.
But hey, I want to give that guy credit for having the bravery to go, I'm going to play Mathmech and actually show up with it. Like, that takes a lot. Like, obviously, you get some people may be worried that they're going to just lose or something like that, and then it will look bad on them. But to have the actual bravery and confidence to be like, you know, I don't really care. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're picking up their cards now, and that'll be game.
Cool. So we do see Vohlt with Eldlich moving on to the top 8. Yeah, I don't think there's much more to say about that. The Eldlich just seemed to be a lot more consistent and resilient is the word that I would use.
Yeah, they were relatively uncontested. Even when his opponent did potentially set up a final Sigma attack over the Hoppy Firebacks, you had the, hey, I can just get rid of this and get my guy in defense mode so that you can't get to me. So even when something weird happens, you could just quickly adapt to it because it wasn't too far out of your possible plays that you would make anyway. Eldlich is just such a great deck. The second best deck of the format quite easily, so I'm not surprised to see that going through.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good deck and it's super consistent. As soon as you're able to get the Golden Lord down, then you're in business at that point. You got access to so many different spells and traps that it's hard to stop that. Yeah,
Eldlich they can grind for quite a while, which is also really cool for them when they need to. And I really like that they proactively force you to engage with them, and then they're going to be able to follow up on you. It's super cool.
Yeah, it's a cool deck, quite a unique deck. We've not really seen something like that for a little while, where it's really kind of forcing your opponent into it.
Yeah, even the trap decks, when you think back to Paleozoic, right? That's your opponent. You set all your responses to your opponent, but you weren't proactively threatening them too much unless you were making Totally Awesomes, right?
Yeah, Totally Awesome was kind of a defensive option. It was all about Upper Bina when you were able to get the actual Paleozoic Exceed monsters out themselves, because they were pretty big.
Yeah, they were good times, and I'm really happy to see a deck like Eldlich coming back into the format. It makes Secret Slayer is an incredibly strong product. It's got 2 tier 1 decks straight in that product.
Yeah, it's good. Still, I feel it's a shame he wasn't in a gold series, because that would have been very fitting. Maybe we can bring out something where he's in a gold rare later on.
We haven't done gold series in a long time. That'll be something to keep in mind.
I liked gold series. I thought it was pretty cool.
It's very mixed. I love gold rares, but I know some of the community hated them with a passion. And it's super weird, because every time I play them, I'm like, oh, these cards look amazing. So, actually, guys in chat, like, if you want to throw up, what do you think of gold rares? Did you like them? Did you hate them? Love them or hate them? What do you reckon?
One rare that people really didn't like, and I loved, was Platinum Rare.
It worked on some cards. It didn't work so well on others. I will say that.
I loved my Platinum Rare MSTs. They just looked so cool because I don't think we've ever had a Ghost Rare, whereas Platinum Rares were pretty close to Ghost Rares. So yeah, I would have 3 Platinum Rare MSTs. They were just. Yeah, I had to trade for them because I couldn't find any more of the Knights of the Round Table box sets, so I had to actually trade for them in the end.
That's the Knights of the Round box set. That was a fun product.